right, folks, Jermaine Farrell here. It is the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We're getting you ready for the 2024 season, and right now, it's time to check in on the Fort Chiswell squad, and of course, their head football coach, none other than Zane Quisenberry in his second year. Coach, what's up, my man?
Not much. I'm glad to be here.
Good deal. You're not a rookie anymore. We have a second-year starter in the lineup, as they say. Well, last year, made the playoffs, went 5-7, won a game in the first round, advanced to the second round. So overall, just your thoughts about that, your first year?
It was a whirlwind. So much learning that goes into that, and there's so much unknown going from assistant to head coach. And yes, I realized that there was going to be a lot of unknown, but at the same time, you're just learning something new every week and adapting as you go. And it was a lot of fun. We had a blast, and I really enjoyed myself at Fort Chiswell.
Good deal. Now, when you look at your year last year, started off 2-0, went 3-1, and hit those roadblocks, but then to win a game in the playoffs, just how big was that?
That was huge. Started out pretty hot, won some close games, and then you get into that bear of the Mountain Empire District, and was competitive in all those regular season games, and the guys just continued playing with joy and playing for each other, and go down to Narrows, and had absolutely the game of the year for us, and that just it was just all that work. It came together, and we got rewarded for it in the playoffs.
Now, when you look at your team right now, how many starters you got back on offense and defense, and who are the guys we should have our eyes on for 2024?
We're returning 7, 8 on both sides of the ball. Yes, we lose some very talented kids from last year, a couple, the bulk of our offense, but we also return a lot with experience. And some all-district, all-region kids returning. Brayden Billings, he's a heck of a receiver and defensive back. He was all-region kid for us. Brendan Mabry's a center, defensive lineman, another first-team all-region kid returning for us. Carter Bailey, return our quarterback, Cam Alley. Just across the board, we really do return a lot of good players with good experience. So those are just to name a few.
With a first-year coach, and there's different first-year coaches. There's some, like in your case, you've never been a head football coach. There's some that have been head coaches in new positions, new places. But how do you feel that the players have responded now that they're in the second year and they know what to expect from you and they see what can happen when they follow the path that you're leading them on?
I feel like I don't have to fight for that buy-in this year. Last year, I felt myself being a little bit more strict and having to be on the kids a lot, and just really setting that foundation and that expectation for what we were trying to do. And this year, we get into workouts and they're just operating. They're getting it done. And just they understand the expectation. So year two's, been a lot easier to start. Not saying it's going to continue to be easy, but just them getting in, knowing the expectation, not having to be on them all the time, and that's pretty awesome to see.
What was the biggest thing that you mentioned? There were some things that being a first-year coach, you don't know until you know it. But what was probably the biggest thing that you really didn't know being a head coach knew about? I mean, you knew there were things you had to do, but overall, just that part of the job, because it's a whole different. When you move one chair over, it's a whole different ball game.
It is. It becomes so much more like the financials of running the position and fundraising, and now you're the one speaking with the parents, and you're the one having those one-on-one meetings with kids that maybe having questions at why they're not playing, or what can they do to get better and stuff like that. So there's just a lot more the media. There's something that your face isn't on the camera.
That's true. But wait. But that's a good thing.
It is.
I know you meant it in a good way. I didn't. But it's like, I got to do interviews now. There you go. Yeah, because you are. When you run the show, they come to you.
Yes.
And so, but it's a good thing.
Yes,
but the thing is, this is what you've always wanted. So hey, what Bill Parcells, that's why you lift those weights. That's why you do all those things. But this is what you want, and it's still great to do it, though.
Absolutely. Well, I've enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah, especially this, right? Media days.
Yes, this is awesome. It's great to have our kids put out there.
Good deal. At the end of the day, Coach, what do you feel will be the key to have the success that you want to have and expect to have coming up in 2024?
Just continue to build on our culture of family and having guys that care just as much about their brother's success as their own, and just creating that culture of togetherness over individuality, and just loving every day, going 1-0 every day, and just constantly trying to be a better version of yourself.
This might sound like a dumb question, and when you look at it, like I said, growing up, the off season is so big, and now you can have the interaction with the players. And obviously, at a school like Fort Chiswell, the players are playing other sports other than football, but just how big is it to know you can have the access to the players that probably 10, 20, 30 years ago, because Florida, Texas, California, all these football crazed high school states have that. But how big is it to know that, hey, you could take a player and show them the playbook and show them things. You probably couldn't do that back in the past, but how big is that?
Oh, it's huge. The advancement in technology and just being able to share a huddle playbook it's huge. So having those guys and building that football IQ that way it's tremendous.
Good deal. Well, Coach, it's been fun. This is your head coach, so this is media days, and you here, Coach Zane Quisenberry. Thank you so much for your time, buddy.
I appreciate you.
Always great to have you here, and it's always great to talk about high school football, because that's what we do with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Media Days. We're getting you ready for the 2024 season.
Brayden, Billings.
Cool. All right, spell it out.
BRAYDEN BILLINGS.
Position.
Wide receiver and safety.
Cool beans. Where you go to school?
Fort Chiswell High School.
And what year in school are you?
I'm a senior, 2025.
I know I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I knew I was crazy. All right, first and foremost, how does it feel? Senior year, man, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, big time. Came up fast, especially, being a three-sport athlete too, and playing football. It's like every year, you're like, you go on your cover for football, you're like, I got basketball, then I got baseball, and then now it's like, wow, it's like, last Friday is it's just hard to think.
I'm happy you came, because I wanted to ask you this question. What is it like being just like, you have all these sports you have to juggle, but they all kind of help each other.
Yeah,
right?
football helps basketball, and then everything helps each other, especially. It just always looking forward to a sport. You never really have a downtime. So like thinking to be like after you graduate, not having a sport to look forward to. Not having something to, because you're always going like football. Okay, now I got 2 days basketball. 2 days baseball. So it's like you don't really have something to focus on all the time. Like that's what you're like after you graduate. So it's like sneaking up on me being a three-sport athlete. Yeah.
Just always running around.
Yeah, always doing something. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, last year you guys saw some success.
Yeah.
You guys are looking to really build on that.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys had to go through the fire. I heard your boy already talk about it. I've seen it too.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, how do you kind of utilize that fire and kind of throw the fireballs back at some people this year?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people especially new coach coming in, new team. Everybody thought that the year that Coach Q came that our team was just going to be, we weren't going to be anything because we'd lost a bunch of seniors the year before, and everybody thought it was just going to be like, new coach, same thing. But we came out and showed people that we were different, had a better, with Coach Q had a better approach to every game. I mean, we came out more coordinated as a team, better together, and just played really good football, just like steady football throughout the year. I mean, we had some ups and downs, but we pulled through. End of the year we turned it up at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yes, you did. What does he mean to you? What does Coach mean to you into this program?
It means a lot to the program. Just he brings everybody together. I mean, we're real close. We're really close. Everybody's really close, and I mean, just coming in and not knowing any of us to be. I mean, he's so close to us now. He just comes and I mean, he's like, almost like just our dad outside of a home. Just like keeping us all together and pushing us every day. I mean, we work hard. We work hard in the weight room, hard on the field every day. And, he pushes us for, people don't like to be pushed, but he pushes us because he knows it helps us. It'll help us in the long term. So.
I mean, that's clearly been shown
on the
field, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, I got to talk about it. Your boy talks about it, too. Your rivalry game. I know y'all don't even really want to say their name, but I mean, how does that rivalry really work for you guys? Like I said, you guys bring your A game, they bring theirs. It's like you guys are always trying to one up, and then whoever maybe, I guess, is even more prepared of that day.
Yeah.
Can come away with the W one, right? So
of course.
what does that rivalry mean to you, and what are you looking to do this season?
It's just like, I mean, it's a big rival because, I mean, you know, they're 10 miles from us, so everything we do, we're always just together. Like, we're always just meshed. So, you know, it's like, it builds up all year. And, you know, like, the fans and everything, it don't matter where we play at, because we play at George Wythe or at Fort Chiswell. It's like, I mean, everybody just goes there. So it's like, and it's just a big game, real big game. And it's just, I mean, it's, you put some fire under you to go in that game. It's just motivation, too. Yeah, just real big rival game.
I got you. And you know, you're one of the elder statesmen on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys also have some young guns, too.
Yeah. We have some young guys that have really stepped up, too. Young guys that got to fill big spots, which they do. We had a lot of young guys last year that really stepped up and played their role throughout the year. So.
How proud are you kind of to see some of those young guys? And what's it also like, I mean, this season, the fact that you are the older guy.
Yeah.
And you sometimes have to, you know, get it together. Sometimes you got to put your foot down, too. You have to be an extension of Coach Q.
Oh, yeah.
So what has that kind of done so far?
Just for young guys to step up, I mean, it really shows passion because, you know, being a young guy and, you know, being scared of making a mistake, and older guys, you know, well, I mean, I'm not going to, like, get mad at a young kid for making a mistake, but it's always like, I started as, you know, younger, like, I started my sophomore year, and it was, like, terrifying because I always thought that if I did something wrong, I was done for, like, somebody's going to get me, but for them younger guys to step up and really help us, it's, like, just shows that they're ready for it, you know, really shows that they're ready to play and full confidence, so, yeah.
When you have younger guys really buy into a system, I mean, that can only really propel you guys forward, correct? And I mean, everyone working in tandem, do you feel like you will be able to get over that hump and then hopefully kind of progress to what you guys need to be, where you guys know you want to be?
Yeah, fully. I think that, yeah.
Awesome. And I know we always talk about, you know, the Chet playoffs, whatever, but what are some personal goals that you have from yourself that you'd like to hold yourself to this season?
I'd like to have 5+ wins, get over that hump. Because having 2 years of no wins, or 2 years of, you know, we went 1-19. So, and then last year we had a good year, and we still didn't. You know, I'd like to break the 5+, get way up, you know, 2 rounds, second round of playoffs. You know, even maybe make it to the regional championship game, and then, you know, go to the states. That'd be cool. Yeah.
And what is something that you're looking to bring to the table this season that you might not have brought last year? You know, maybe it was leadership, maybe it was energy, maybe it was, you know, just being present. Showing up is literally 95%.
Yeah, it is.
So what is something that you're looking to bring to the table?
I'd like to bring more, like, just keeping everybody up, leadership, like, just throughout the, you know, because sometimes I catch myself, you know, somebody starts messing up, you know, I get on them, but, like, and then that gets on. Like, we have younger guys on the line, too. I mean, but so, like, just if they mess up, I like to encourage them, be more of a leader, just to keep them rolling through the game, you know, because you got 4 quarters of just straight out fighting through a football game. You know, it's hard, like, if they get down in the second quarter and you're not being a leader, to keep them up to come out of half and play hard through the last 2 quarters. So that's just a lot of leadership. We just need some more of that. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Yeah.
My name's Carter Bailey, CARTERBAILEY.
Where you go to school?
Fort Chiswell High School.
And what's your position?
Middle linebacker and tight end.
Sweet. And what year in school are you?
A senior this year, class of 2025.
First of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
How's that feel?
It feels different, especially being a senior this year, because freshman year I didn't think it would come this fast, but it did. And it's been weird, but I hope to make it a great one this year.
I mean, this journey, you kind of look back at it, is it just kind of like, oh man, that happened quickly? Is that kind of what was going on?
That's basically how it happened. I was like, wow, that was fast.
And man, you know, hey, last season you guys did what you did.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you look to kind of build off of last season, kind of bring that momentum into this year?
Well, I hope to see a lot more wins this year, a lot more easier wins than last year where we had to fight for everything. And this year it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot better. We're more together this year than we were last year.
Do you think going through all those tough battles last season, do you entered this year with a little bit of a kind of a chip on your shoulder to kind of say, yo, we've been through the fire, and now we're going to hand that fire out. Is that kind of what you guys are looking to do this year?
Yes, sir.
And, what is it about this group of guys? I know you guys lost some peeps, but you also gained some guys.
Yeah, we did.
But, how do you kind of, like, work those guys in? And now you're kind of a new-look squad, so how has the offseason kind of been for you, trying to get those guys to where I know seniors like yourself need them to be?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, especially with the help of our coaching staff, especially, and Coach Q pushing everybody every day to do better. Even the younger guys, nobody's different. Everybody's the same. We all get pushed the same. So it's been a very, very good off season this year.
And if you don't mind, talk a little bit about Coach. What does he mean to you?
Well, he means a lot, especially coming in from the previous coach we had and stuff like that, and helping build this program back up and putting it back on its feet and getting stuff for us and helping us win. And he's just been a great guy, especially throughout everything.
The fact of the matter is, just kind of like changed this entire dynamic, right? Is that kind of what it's been like under his tutelage?
He's changed it a lot, like a lot compared to other things that have happened. He just stepped up and took role, and he's been pretty good.
What does it mean that somebody that really is there and not only his success is your success and your success is his success? I mean, what is that like?
I mean, seeing him succeed makes the whole team feel awesome, because when he succeeds, it puts us on the map and stuff. But when we succeed, it helps him out too, and it's just one big thing for everybody, and it's pretty good.
You guys got a chip on your shoulder. You're going through this season. I know we talked a lot about. I mean, everyone, I think, just in the nation wants to play for a championship one day,
Yeah.
right? But what are some other goals that you have along the way to getting to that part?
I think our biggest goal is beating the team up the road, our big rival team. We are gunning for that, and I think that's our biggest goal right now. And then worrying about winning playoff games and getting to the big stage and stuff. But we just got to finish our big goal right now, and that's beating that team up the road.
I mean, that rivalry that you guys have, I think it kind of transcends just the name of the definition of what a rivalry means.
Yeah.
You guys bring your A game, they bring their A game. You guys bring your A+ game, they bring your A+ game. Then all of a sudden you bring your S game, they bring their S game.
Yeah.
What does that rivalry mean to you?
It
How
means
does it push you to?
anytime I see that team, I just want to win. That's all I'm gonna say, because I see them and I'm like, I just want to beat them this year and prove to them they're not what they've been saying. And it is a rival that is big, and we hope to win it this year.
And I guess, what are you looking to bring to the table this season that you might not have brought last year?
A lot more help with the team, like keeping our cool when things get tight, especially during like close games and stuff, and just helping the team out.
Billings, you got anything else for me?
No, sir.